think I've got something which may be able to help all those who don't understand the Black Lives Matter movement. If you're fired up about it and you shout back, well, all lives matter, or white lives matter as well, then please just stop for a second, take a listen to this. Hopefully it will help you. Before I worked at TalkSport, I was a news reporter. I covered two very famous murder cases in that time. One was the stabbing to death of a headmaster at a London school. Philip Lawrence was white, well respected, and a father of four when he was killed in North London in 1995. I reported at the trial of his killer. Less than a year after the stabbing, the murderer was convicted at the Old Bailey. The other murder case I covered was that of Stephen Lawrence. I reported from a very angry public inquiry at Elephant and Castle in 1998. Stephen was a teenage black kid from South London who was stabbed to death by racists at a bus stop in April 1993. A day after that murder, police were given the suspects' names. 4 years after the murder, a national newspaper named the people they believed killed Stephen. 5 years after the murder, police apologised to the family for failures in the investigation. 6 years after the murder, the Met Police was accused of institutionalised racism in a government report. They were also accused of incompetence. 19 years after the stabbing of Stephen Lawrence, two of the men on the original list of suspects, literally given to the police the day after the murder, were found guilty of murder and sentenced to life. There is plenty more about the Stephen Lawrence murder which shows just how terrible the police investigation was, and still it's firmly believed full justice has not been brought. So the point I'm making is this. The white headmaster's life mattered. It mattered so much that the killer was brought to justice as quickly as possible. But the black teenager's life didn't matter enough for the police to investigate it properly and bring swift justice. So history will tell you that white lives have always mattered, but black lives haven't always mattered, and they still don't always matter. When a government policy of apartheid did what it did to black people in South Africa, did black lives matter there? When the murder of a black kid on the streets is shrugged off as drug-related or gang-related, did that black life matter? When George Floyd said time after time that he couldn't breathe, and when he called out for his mum, but still he was killed, his black life clearly didn't matter. I really hope that everything I've just said has cleared it up and nobody is left in any doubt as to why it is wrong to have a banner trailing out of a plane above a football stadium saying white lives matter. I don't care where it's from, who did it, whatever, but just to say that, what's going through your heads? It's extraordinary. So hopefully, I do hope that's made it clear. If anybody's got any questions, please feel free to ask them at TalkSport Drive. If you just want to give me a load of abuse, I'm not interested and I won't be responding to that. If you've got some genuine questions, I'll absolutely try to help you out as much as I can. I cannot see how I can make it any clearer why it's such an issue, the White Lives banner and White Lives Matter banner. It is a massive, massive problem.